Allah Almighty warns us, and this is something interesting regarding revelation. When you reconnect with revelation, you realize the warnings that come from Allah Almighty. Do you know, man thinks that he has achieved so much. But Allah says, وَمَا أُوتِيتُم مِّنَ الْعِلْمِ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا. You have not been given knowledge except a little droplet, a small portion of it, a very minute portion of knowledge. That's what you have. You take a look at the discoveries that man is making every day is proving to man how insignificant he is. Because planets are being discovered, millions of them, on a daily basis. And that's a fact. There are telescopes that have gone out into space, the latest, that are sending back images of mind-boggling planets across, subhanallah, the existence. And it goes on for millions of light years, subhanallah. And yet man thinks he's a big deal. Allah Almighty says, do you know, if Allah wanted, those who plan and plot evil, Allah could cause the earth to open and swallow them. أَفَأَمِنَ الَّذِينَ مَكَرُوا السَّيِّئَاتِ أَن يَخْسِفَ اللَّهُ بِهِمُ الْأَرْضِ أَوْ يَأْتِيَهُمُ الْعَذَابُ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا يَشْعُرُونَ. Those who plan and plot evil plots on earth. مَكَرُوا أَفَأَمِنَ الَّذِينَ مَكَرُوا السَّيِّئَاتِ. Those who are planning and plotting evil things and sins. Do they feel safe from Allah Almighty causing the earth to open up and swallow them within? Or for Allah to send a punishment against them? Do they feel secure? Which means, do they really think we cannot do that? Allah's just warning us to say, the punishment is real. We can punish you at any time. We can turn your world upside down if we wish. So, what should you do? Well, Revelation says, develop the relationship with Allah and seek forgiveness. Constantly seek forgiveness for the sins you have committed, for those knowingly committed and those unknowingly committed. At times, out of human error or human weakness, a person commits a sin or makes a mistake. And Allah says, we will forgive those people. You simply have to turn back to me and you ask forgiveness. Oh Allah, forgive me. I regret what I've done. I won't do it again. I seek your forgiveness, and there you go. You're forgiven by Allah Almighty. But if a person has transgressed against Allah in a big way, has never ever worshipped Allah, if a person has defied Allah Almighty, for as long as he or she is alive, there is hope that if they turn to Allah, Allah will forgive them. Because they haven't died. The examination is not over. The worldly examinations that we have, there is a limited time, an hour or 2 hours, after which the invigilator declares the end of the examination and you've got to put your pens down. The same applies in life. Life being a test, as the Quran tells us, there is a time when your test will come to an end. The invigilator would announce that this is the end, for example, of your test. You cannot write anymore. Everything is done. It's over. Your deeds are sealed. They're going across. And you know what? You have to make sure before that day comes that you have the correct answers, or you've written the correct answers for those particular tests that have been chosen for you in your life. So this is why we say, revelation will remind you that you are going to return to Allah. Revelation will remind you that Allah has the capacity to punish. But by His mercy, He won't. If you are turning to Him, what comes to you in your direction would actually be the mercy of Allah. You will be content and you will be happy. May Allah Almighty grant us contentment. May Allah Almighty have mercy on all of us. أقول قولي هذا وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد.